Good day, guys, and welcome to Social Sciences. We are doing history today, and our topic for today is the spread of the Renaissance in Europe. Okay, yesterday we learned about how Renaissance started in Europe. We learned that before Renaissance, it was the Middle Age, whereby the church was the one in power, okay? So today, we are going to learn about how the change spread in Europe, okay? So who wants to add on the things that we learned yesterday? Who wants to tell us the things that we learned about yesterday? Other than what I've just said? Okay. Nobody home? All right, let's move. So as I've said, today we'll be looking at the spread of the Renaissance, the spread of the change, okay? Four things to know about this lesson is that we will be looking at the spread of the Renaissance in Europe. And by the end of the lesson, you need to know how did the Renaissance spread in Europe, okay? How? And then we should be able to discuss as well, okay? Yes, because we'll be looking at change, mostly. The content. Okay, yesterday we examined why Europeans explored the world. We also looked at why the European explored European Renaissance in the 15th and okay. So today we'll be looking at number 3, at the spread of the Renaissance period. A case study. You should come prepared of Leonardo da Vinci, okay? And on Monday, we'll also be reading a case study about Galileo ideas and knowledge that influenced European, okay, in the 15th and 16th century. And then we'll discuss how trade and profit influenced European explorer, okay? How did they trade? Of the 15th century was a printing press, okay? The printing press was one of the most invention, okay, that they made. It was invented by Johannes Gutenberg in 1455, okay? The Gutenberg press had letters that could be moved, so it was easy to change what was printed. Books could be printed quickly and cheap, okay? So with the printing press thing, which is the Gutenberg press, you learn about it. This meant that more books could be made for many more knowledge in books could be shared by many people across the world. So these to read across the world. The Renaissance, as I've told you yesterday, it began in Italy in the 15th and it spreaded throughout Europe until the 17th century. So from the 15th to the 17th century, the Renaissance was spreading in Europe, okay? All this time it was spreading. A time of rebirth. Renaissance is a French okay? It is a French word that means rebirth or new beginnings. People once again became interested in religion. People became interested in traveling and also interested in language. After many new ideas and invention came about this, and a lot of inventions, okay? People found new ways people founded new ways of doing things and started traveling to other places, okay? The Renaissance. I want somebody who's gonna read this. And I think we have a participant, Apiwa.
Renaissance. Scientists studied the natural world and discovered how things worked. Writers and poets translated their works into other languages. Artists learned new ways to paint. People were interested in learning about other places. Philosophers began to write down new ideas about the meaning of life, work, and communities. Inventors created new tools that could improve people's lives. Missionaries wanted to spread Christianity among people in other places.
Thank you. These were the developments that took place during the Renaissance. Since during the Renaissance, people were interested in learning about other languages, they then were able to translate their work, their poems to other languages, okay, such as English, okay, so that other people can be able to read, okay. And then number two, artists learned new ways of paint, okay. Now the country was developing, so artists learned new ideas of how to paint nicely and then things like that, okay. People were interested in learning about other places. So the people of Europe in Italy became interested in learning about other places, which means they now want of life of people, okay? And then philosophers began to write down new ideas. Okay, and then investors created new tools that and then other things as well. Okay, we will learn about them as we continue about the innovations that they made, okay, which improved spread Christianity among people in other places. So they wanted to spread their what? Their culture. Okay, and then lastly, we have scientists. Scientists studied the natural world and discovered how things time of the church. After that time, okay. This is how Renaissance spread in Europe, okay. So as we all know, it started here. I'm pointing it. It started in France, okay. Let me do this. It started here. I'm saying it had spread to Europe, to France, okay. It has spread to France. So from here in Italy, you see, I'm pointing it. It went to France, okay. So Renaissance spread it to France, okay. And then it moved to England. It went up to England, okay. It also spread it to England, and then it went to Netherlands, okay. Oh, it went to Germany. From England, it went to it went to Spain. All right. So this is how in Italy went to France, and then from France it went to England. From England it went to Germany. Came down to Spain, and also it spread to other European countries, okay. Italy, okay. Let me repeat it. It started here in Italy. It went to France. From France, it went to England. From England, it went to Germany. From Germany, it went to Netherlands, and then it went to Spain and other European countries as well. Okay, hope we're good. A map of Europe that shows the spread of the Renaissance. So here, this is the map of Europe. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 people who are going to Apiwa, you are going to read at Portugal.
Portugal. There were important discoveries in mathematics, astronomy, and naval technology. People from Portugal used these discoveries to help them make maps and sail across the world.
Read again.
Portugal. There were important discoveries in mathematics, astronomy, and naval technology. People from Portugal used these discoveries to help them make maps and sail across the world.
Yes, thank you very much, Apiwa. So, Renaissance also went to Portugal, okay? So in Portugal, there were important discoveries such as mathematics, the maths that you guys are studying. It was discovered in Portugal, okay? And then there's also astronomy and naval technology, okay? People from Portugal use this across the world, okay? Now we are having Lloyd. Lloyd, please take over in Spain.
Literature developed. Miguel de Cervantes wrote the famous book Don Quixote, which
Yes.
today.
Read again.
Art and literature developed. Miguel de Cervantes today.
Yes, thank you, Mutlure. Okay, guys, in Spain, region, okay, so they developed art, as I've told you, people in your okay. Let's move to France. We have Kia.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes, Kia.
France. King Charles V III of France
invited Italy's great Renaissance artists, okay, so that they can work for him. We have England. Vet user, you are last.
England. Writers such as William Shakespeare became popular. He wrote poetry and plays for or religious leaders.
Come again.
England. Writers such as William Shakespeare became popular. He wrote poetry and plays for ordinary men and women, rulers or religious leaders.
Thank you. Yes, in England, writers such as William Shakespeare became popular. So William Shakespeare was mostly popular in England, okay, where he wrote poetry and plays for ordinary men and women instead of just for rules or religious leaders, okay. So let's move. About this, I believe you guys understood it. So you are going to answer questions based on this map, okay? Name, number one is up there. Name 3 major developments during the Renaissance. Lloyd?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Name 3 major developments during the Renaissance.
During the Renaissance. Well,
Yes.
so ma'am, science and technology were one of them. art is another,
Yes.
and the reading and writing of books became more. The reading and writing of books was increased.
Okay, no more participant. All right, on the group chat, let me check what yes, poetry. That's correct. Okay. Let's move to question number 2. Look at the map of Europe that shows the spread of the Renaissance. Okay, this is the map that shows the spread of the Renaissance. Cool. Then answer the following. In which country did Renaissance begin? Okay, in which country did Renaissance begin? Apiwa.
Say it begins in Italy.
It began in Italy. Yes, that's correct. Thank you, Piwa. Tariana,
Ma'am, I wanted to answer the question, but it's fine.
what was your answer?
Italy.
Italy, yes, that's correct. Thank you. Okay, on the group chat, Moring says Italy. Yes, that's correct. Awetu says Italy. Yes. Trencher also says Italy. Yes, that's correct. And then its user says Italy. Yes, thank you very much, guys. You are correct. Number B, how did the Renaissance spread to France? How did the Renaissance spread? Apiwa?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yes.
You were saying?
How did it spread to France? Yeah, looking at France on the map.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, how did it spread to France?
It's spread by people. It's
Are you there?
yes, sir.
Yes.
He wrote. Wait.
Okay. Move. Okay, seems like Apiwa is still looking for the answer. Let me check on the group chat. Yes, here is Awetu. Awetu says, that's how it moved. Okay, Kia.
Thank you, ma'am. France to work for King Charles.
Yes, they went to France to work for King Charles. Yes, thank you
That's
very
how
much. They are waiting for King Charles. Apiwa.
King Charles VI. Wait, sorry, sir. I left my hand up.
Okay. It's okay. Italian Renaissance moved to Portugal, where they made big discoveries in mathematics, astronomy, and technology. You look at the map and then you answer, and then you get the answers from the box below. Morina?
Inventors moved to Portugal where they made big discoveries in maths, astronomy, and naval technology.
Charles Apiwa?
Italian Renaissance technology.
Thank you very much, Apiwa. Let's hear another one. Kia?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Italian Renaissance experts moved to Portugal, where they make big discoveries.
Nobody. You guys are making noise there. You are really making noise in the group chat. Okay, moving on. Yes, B used the discoveries made during the Renaissance to help the world. Pure.
Portugal used the discoveries made during the Renaissance to help sorry, sir. Sir?
Yes, I'm listening.
Portugal used their discoveries made during the Renaissance to help map the world.
To help map the world. Thank Kia.
Thank you, ma'am. Portugal used the discoveries.
Thank you very much, Kia. Another participant? Nobody on the group chat? To help map the world. Okay. Let's move. Ideas that were made. Who wants to read?
Scholar started reading and studying old books that had not been read. Christian books. During the Protestant Reformation, many people changed their ideas about their Christian beliefs. They left the was so people could understand it. Writers and poets began to write in their own languages. They translated their work into other languages. Artists began painting nature and people. In the past, they had painted many religious pictures. Scientists did experiments and discovered many new things.
Thank you very much, Apiwa.
You're welcome.
Kia, you want to read for us as well? Okay, let me give you the opportunity to read.
Yes, ma'am. Scholars started reading and studying old books that had not been read for a long time. Religious scholars began to study Christian books. During the protesters described political life as really was, so people could understand it. Writers and poets began to write in their own languages. They translated their work into other languages. Artists began painting nature and people in the past they had painted many religious pictures. Scientists did experiments and discovered many new things.
Yes, thank you very much, my boy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, it seems like everybody wants to read. We don't have enough time, guys. We don't have enough time. I'm gonna choose the last person to read for us, vet user.
Scholars started reading and studying old books that had not been read for a long time. 2. Religious scholars began to study Christian books. 3. During the Protestants, people painting nature and people. In the past, they had painted mainly religious pictures. 7. Scientists did experiments and discovered many new things. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Yes, scholars started reading and studying all the books. As you can see, these books that were written long before. Okay, they started studying them, and then written before. Okay, and then as for religious scholars, they began to study Christian books so that they can spread what their Christian beliefs. Okay, so that they can spread their Christian beliefs all over the world. Okay, during the Protestant Reformation, many people changed their ideas about their Christian belief. They left the Roman Catholic Church and formed other churches. Okay, so as you can see, people now changed their ideas. They had freedom to do whatever they wanted. Okay, and then political philosophers describe political life as it was. They were the one telling people how life was before, so that people their own languages. Okay, and also they translated their work to other languages, which made things easier for other people to read. Okay, and then as for the artists, they began to paint nature and people. In the past, they had to only paint religious pictures. So now people were having freedom. Okay, during the Renaissance, they were allowed to paint whatever they want. Okay, so unlike painting only religious pictures of the church. Okay, so before it was boring, and then now during the Renaissance, people are able to express themselves in their drawings by drawing and discover many new things. Okay, they did experiment and discover many new things. Oh, this shows that the Renaissance was a turning point in Europe. Okay, all these ideas shows that the Renaissance was a turning point in Europe. Things started to change. Okay, new invention and ideas made it possible for Europeans to share knowledge. Okay, now people were sharing their knowledge all over Europe. Okay, and then they could also travel around the world and learn from other people. Their religion and all those things. Okay, and learning the way of life for other people. Okay, guys, we have reached to the end of our lesson. So a quick recap. You tell me what you have learned and gained today.
Today, we learned about the changing points in European history. We learned about what the Renaissance brought, like all the changes that the Renaissance brought with it. We learned the meaning of the word Renaissance, and we learned how and where it spread to.
Yes, thank you, Mushuri.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kia?
I learned about the Renaissance today. I learned that how Renaissance spread it. I also learned that people had to listen to people had to do the things that they were required to do. Now that they are free, they can paint anything they want, and they can create new things.
Yes, that is true. Thank you, Kia. Do you want to add more?
From me, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much.
Bye.
Vet user, your name is Jordan, right?
No, my name is Ijiro.
Injiro.
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool.
So I learned where the Renaissance changed people's lives. That's all.
Change people's life. Who wants to talk to me? It disappeared. Okay, thank you guys for having me today. I really enjoyed the lesson. Tomorrow, we will be learning. Kia, you raised your hand. Kia? Me, my job is done today. You should enjoy the rest of your day. And then be safe, sanitize, drink a lot of water, and eat healthy. You should tell your friends to follow us on STEAM Digital on Instagram at GPOIT, and or you can email me here, to me 96mukwena at much. I love you guys. with all my heart. Okay, bye.